What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm Salty Sleggy. Thanks for tuning in today. Today we are going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game, the upcoming asymmetrical horror that will be coming at some point this year. And the topic of today's video will primarily focus on the victim side and how the dynamics of each character will play their role within a match. If you're more interested in the family side, we covered that video last time, so go check it out on the channel. And just like previously, in order to do this, we're going to focus on their abilities and attributes, followed on by breaking down each character individually. So just like the family, let's start off with the victim's attributes. Character stats are broken out into 5 main attribute categories, that is toughness, endurance, strength, proficiency, and stealth. And while each victim has a base value for each attribute, these values can be tweaked by way of the metagame and that victim's unique skill tree. Stashed among the various perks within that skill tree unlocks our attribute unlock points. Snagging one of those will award the point that can be used to raise the value of any attribute the player chooses. This is just one of the options players can use to build their victim loadouts in unique ways. Of course, the base values play an important role in this, as pumping up a low base value will cost more attribute unlock points than leaning into a specific victim's strong suit. And for more information on such things as perks, be sure to keep an eye on their socials as well as their website. Kicking off with the first attribute in the victim's arsenal, we have toughness. Toughness is not to be confused with strength. True toughness is fortitude, built from character. And in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's not simply a health pool. While toughness does help you sustain more damage before becoming incapacitated, it also shortens your recovery time, giving you a higher all-around survivability. So you'll be able to take more hits and you'll be able to recover faster from those hits. Next up is endurance. Similar to toughness, endurance encapsulates more than just a stamina pool. Endurance in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre will help with the overall stamina while also speeding up your stamina regen rate, getting you back to full speed faster. So you can go for longer, you can recover quicker, and you can keep going. Next up is for those victims that want to put up a bit of a fight, that is strength. Strength determines how effective a victim is at confronting family members. Strength can alter the stun effect duration for actions such as sneak attacks, grappling in close encounters, and bursting out of hiding spots. Strength also assists victims in certain interactions like escaping restraints, opening crawl spaces, and turning off the generator. So judging by this, is pretty explanatory. It's like the stronger you are, you're quicker to get out of grapples, you're quicker at sneak attacks, or you can do sneak attacks, be able to break free of restraints quicker, open crawl spaces quicker than somebody that has a lower strength stat. Second to last is proficiency. Proficiency is the gauge we measure a victim's ability to accomplish skill tasks and interactions, such as lock picking. While higher proficiency victims can pick locks more easily, lower proficiency victims still can pick locks, it just might struggle a bit with that interaction. So it's kind of like Deborah from Friday the 13th, because she was intelligent more, she could fix the car quicker, she could fix anything quicker than other characters within that roster. So you'd be able to do things quicker because you're more clever or you're more proficient at that skill. And last but certainly not least, a lot of players will be counting on this, that is stealth. Stealth is everywhere in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and as such, the stealth attribute is a bit more specific than the general stealth that all victims are capable of. This attribute influences the victim's ability to perform actions silently, generating less noise while accomplishing tasks. This does not, however, affect the general stealth used in games such as hiding from family members and staying in the shadows. So anybody with higher stealth stats will do things a hell of a lot quieter than the other victims. So now that we've covered everything in the victim's playbook in order to try and escape from the family, let's talk about them individually. There will be 5 victims to choose from in the roster, and first we'll kick off with our lock picking expert, which is Connie. Connie comes from a life on the farm where she never shielded away from the work that went along with it. While not quite what you'd imagine a tomboy to be, Connie relishes in being the type of person that will surprise you with her skills. She's crafty, intelligent, and ingenuitive, a natural tinkerer. Her skills are more surgical than strong arm, and Connie comes with the ability focused. This ability allows Connie to pick a lock much faster at the cost of stamina and her family proximity warnings without consuming the unlock tool. So Connie's going to come in very handy for the victims, as she can just do it. She doesn't need a tool. So you're definitely going to need Connie if you want to be very proficient at getting out of there alive. Next up is our counter to the cook, and I'm going to call him Sonar Sonny. Sonny might have a slightly smaller smaller frame, but he more than makes up for it with his intellect. The best student of the bunch is not only book smart, he's quick on his feet and quick with his decisions. Perceptive, intuitive, and exceptionally situationally aware. Sonny will need to rely on his intelligence if he's to survive, and his friends would be equally wise to reap the benefits of his abilities. And Sonny comes with the ability Heightened Sense. And similar to the cook, triggering this will give Sonny a situational awareness buff, allowing him to detect noise made by anyone nearby, pinpointing their location and tracking their movements. So Sonny is definitely going to be one of those on the team strong in the sound department and relaying that information to the rest of the team. Next up we have Julie. She is a South California native and fits every bit of what that description might bring to mind: sand, surf and sport lifestyle. But whether or not her life to this point has prepared her for the stress and strain of the experience that requires an entirely different type of toughness remains to be seen. Will her physical abilities be enough to carry her through an absolute nightmare unlike any other? And Julie comes with the ability Ultimate Escape, which sure sounds like a hell of ability, and Julie, the sporting type, makes great use of it. When activated, Julie cannot be tracked by the family while also getting significantly reduced stamina drain while sprinting for a short time. So Julie's going to be good for short bursts of running to maybe objectives, so she's definitely going to be great at getting to places fast without being tracked by the entire family. But when it comes to not being seen, well, that'll be up to you. Second to last on the roster is Leland. While Leland might have wrestled in high school, college life is a long way from high school and his glory days of wrestling. Still, he is the toughest of the group, and what he has in strength he lacks elsewhere. A native Texan and a bit of a tough guy, but still no match one-on-one against the likes of the Slaughter family, and therefore his capabilities benefit from teamwork with his peers. Leland comes with the ability Lifesaver. He can throw his weight around literally, use the Lifesaver ability to bump charge a family member, stunning them. Leland can use this ability in a variety of ways to interrupt and otherwise fatal clash with the family for himself or his friends. So Leland is generally the equivalent of Chad from Friday the 13th or the Jock from Friday the 13th. He is the muscle, he's not the brains. So Leland is going to come in handy if your teammates are in a bit of a pickle, or you're just going to use him for yourself to use that brute force to get away. And that leads us to the last of the group, which is Anna. Anna is fiercely motivated and a natural leader. After losing her father, she and Maria helped to take care of their mother while trying to forge their own paths as well. Now with Maria missing, Anna is done sitting idly by while law enforcement stumble along. Determination and sheer willpower are her strongest suits, and she'll need every ounce of her resilience to endure. And Anna comes with the ability Pain is Nothing. Her appropriately named ability Pain is Nothing significantly reduces the damage she'll take from attacks and falls, like jumping out of windows. Her additional buff is a temporary immunity to the effects of any poison, so she's a counter to Sissy. And looking at Anna's stats, she seems a good all-rounder apart from she's not that proficient, but she's going to be a tough cookie to kill. So with regards to the victims, that's all the information currently available for them at the moment. There will be perks coming down the line, so be sure to keep an eye on Gun Media's socials and their website. And with that said, firstly, I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel. Leave a comment down below. That really helps out the channel as well. I hope this video helped you out a little bit and gives everybody a bit of a better understanding of how each and every member of the victims can contribute to that ultimate goal of survival. Be sure to drop a comment below. Let me know who your favorite victim is. If you want to support the channel in other ways, you'll also find my social medias linked below in the description. Be sure to follow me over there. Have a wonderful day as always, and I'll see you next time. And Wes, how about a beta?